Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you happen to be located on this celestial world we call Earth, wherever you are, I hope you are having an intriguing day, evening, or night. Welcome to my Blender channel. But as always, as I love to say, my channel is open to everyone who loves 3D. Regardless of your package, if you come into this channel, you're curious about Blender, and you're curious about what I have in that the title section. My title for the day is I'm working with Node Wrangler, and specifically I'm going to be adding labels to the nodes. So let's go jump into my shaders. Before I go on, I want to go over something. I'm sure, like you, dear person, dear man, dear woman, dear child, you probably have watched many videos on YouTube about nodes. I have. If you have a stable source of income, you've probably even went to various websites. Like my favorite one is Udemy. And you download content about various Blender subjects. In this case, I'm learning about nodes. The thing that I just now discovered that most don't do, they leave the node names the way they are. Before I jump in, you see I have my common texture coordinate node right here. That's highlighted. Principal BSDF, and my output. Now I can zoom in to get to what I want to get into. Every time we look at nodes, the person leaves the node title the way it is. That's good for the moment. But when you come back a week later or a couple months later, you don't have any idea what that damn node can do. What is its function? In this case, it just called the scale node. Now that's pretty explanatory. I don't have to change that one. Separate XYZ. Self-explanatory. But ping pong. Smooth minimum. Mix. What do they do? So that's why I'm making this video on labels. So when I come back, I can know what it means. So I'm just gonna mess up my first ping pong that I have highlighted. Let me see what it does, and can I give it an appropriate name? My scale. Okay, I see what it's doing. It's changing things on an X. So that's what I'm gonna give it a name. I'm gonna put it back to its default what I had it. 5 tenths. So now there's two ways you can do it. You can do it the old-fashioned way by hitting N key, and usually it's already set there on mine, the first little tab. Here say label, I can give it a name. I'm going to say X change. So I know it's changing X. And we see that happen right over there. Let me hit Control Z to undo it. Or here's the Node Wrangler way of doing it. I think it's easy just to use the N key, but like I said, the title of this is using Node Wrangler. So I'm gonna hit. Oh, let me write it down. Let me hit the N key, the T key. I want to write it down. You have to hit. Now I'm using my mouse. I'm sorry for my writing. Shift. You have to hit the Shift key. Then you have to hit the plus. Yes. You have to put the plus. Then you have to hit Control key. And then you have to hit L. That will give you the quick pop-up menu. So Shift Control L. Oops, I made a mistake. Made a mistake, people. I'm sorry. It's not Control. It's Alt. I'm sorry. It's Alt. So that's what no Wrangler. You got so many key combinations to remember. You're only gonna remember them when you use them over and over. So it's Shift plus Alt plus L. Shift Alt L. Then bring it up All I've been using is the first one. You can dabble with the add to beginning. You can dabble with the others later. I'm going to say X change. Nothing didn't happen. Oh, I got hit OK. See, y'all. All right, that would did it. All right, so I'm gonna go down to the ping pong to the bottom. Let me shift this up some. Let me see what this changed. See, that's changing the Y. I put it back on 5/10. So you got your options. You can hit the N, but this and click on this first one. Oh, I have to click on this too. You remember you gotta click on it too. I'm taking off that. I'm done with this. You gotta click on it. You can hit the N. To me that seems faster. It does. But I'm just gonna stay with the no Wrangler. Shift Alt L. I give it the name Y change. Then I hit OK. Now it is cleaner. When I hit the N key, it got all that. It got all that. It got all that. And see, if I minimize it, I'm gonna minimize them now. I still know what it means. See, I still know what. That's even better when you minimize it. It looks it's more understandable. I can come back a week later, a year later. I know it's the first one changing X, the other one changing Y. Let me see what the smooth does now. Let me zoom in some more so you can see it better. Smooth minimum. Uh, Let me do this. So we see what it's doing. You see it's did it? It's making the edges more smooth. You see it's like circular. It's making the edge, the corner smoother. You see that? So I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna hit Shift Alt L. I'm gonna call this smooth corners. See, but that's more better than smooth minimum. I don't know what that. See, like you come back a week later, months later, smooth minimum don't have no meaning. So I say smooth corners. And we know polygons have corners, so I know it's done for polygon. I hit OK. Now I know what it means. I can come back a couple days later, a couple weeks later, a couple months later, or years later. But I know this going. I know my first one right here is going to smooth. Is going to Oh, I did the wrong thing. Sorry about that, people. Shift L. All right, gonna say exchange, exchange. Okay. Uh, 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 uh. Exchange. Let me see. Hit OK. Why I got so many of them though? Oh, text to replay. Let's see. Uh, let's see how this works. So this is. I wish it when I hit Shift Alt L. I wish it would show the old stuff. I'm just gonna copy exchange and put them in all of them. I wish it would just show the old text, but it don't do that. So I'm just gonna do this for everything, and hopefully that'll work. It looks so ugly. Let me hit the N key. Okay, so but the N key is still helpful. So if the text look all messed up and weird, you can hit that N key. Right here I put the X change. So if you make a mistake like I did, and the text look all messed up, go hit in and go to the tab and that'll get it back in order. Okay, good. So X change, Y change. I'm gonna change this to smooth. Remember, you gotta click on it first. That's what I did wrong. Always click on it. Shift Alt L. And I'm gonna say smooth. Remember, you gotta always click on it. That was my fault. Smooth corners. See? And if you get it right the first time, you don't gotta worry about those change. So now I know what it means. It's gonna change X. It's gonna change Y, and them corners gonna get smooth. I don't gotta worry about mix. I just leave mix alone. So that's it, good people, about as you get more and more advanced using nodes, whether it's in a compositor, the shader nodes, or geometry nodes. When you start becoming more and more adept at using those things, it's best to give your node a name, a label. See, when we first starting off with nodes, you don't care about the labels then. But when you get 20 nodes, 30 nodes, over 10 nodes, hey, if you don't give them a name, a couple weeks later, a couple days later, you're going to forget what that node did. So now I truly understand the importance of labels. I hope you do too. New beginners in the 3D world, the Blender world, as I always like to say, you do not stop, you push forward. Like with me, I learned something new. The labels, how important they are. Every day we learn. Every day I learn. So every day you learn and you keep pushing forward and you don't stop. Until the next time, Blender family, video family, peace.